all the things I did, from yoga to golf to just learn how to be more active and more mobile.
Right.
And really for me, I would say the last half of my career, I was a better athlete than I was when I was 25 years old.
No, you don't think that bug gonna come back?
There's no question. When training camp comes around, it's gonna be, I might have to hide somewhere. I gotta go out of the country. I gotta do something.
Big Whit, he going back to the league, baby. He going back. He missing too much. I can tell by your energy you miss it.
I always used to say golf is the perfect game for an offensive lineman. We play 70 to 80 plays a game. I'm trying to hit 70, 80 perfect shots when I play golf. So that's the idea and the mentality I have when I play football as well.
I think that little rant he just went on might have single-handedly grew golf more than anything I've ever been a part of.
Yeah.
My people, what's good? Welcome back to Range Talk. Today I did something legendary for y'all. I called in a few favors, blackmailed a couple people, and I got y'all a special guest. 4 Pro Bowls, 2 first-team All-Pros, Walter Payton Man of the Year, and reigning Super Bowl champ, Andrew Whitworth, y'all. Give it up, give it up. But all that stuff he's done on the field pales in comparison to the man he is off the field. But for as nice as he is, still a very, very intimidating person. Big Whit give you them Debo vibes, which must work well in most golf settings. Low-key somebody that you'd be afraid to beat, but okay with losing to because you know he'd be pretty nice about it. Kind of like a win-win if you end up taking L's. So sit back and enjoy my time with Big Whit. This is Range Talk. Big Whit.
What up, baby?
What's up, baby?
Oh, I'm good, man. Good to see you.
Same here. Man, I knew you was a big dude. You're pretty big in person too. This is an impressive human being, you know.
You know, I try to get out here and play a little bit, and there's a couple things working against you in the game of golf being this big, but
yeah.
Got to grind, got to work.
Hey, but overall, life is working out, so I love that for you. But look, I know you probably done heard this a million times since the Super Bowl, but congratulations on a career well done, on a year well done, retiring on top, dog. Like retiring as a top dog, that's like GOAT achievement level right there, right? Like you on a rare list. You like who retired with a championship?
Strahan,
yep. Manning,
yep.
Elway, Bettis, I think retired. How does that feel to be amongst that type of company, dog?
It's really unbelievable. I think at this point for me, it's kind of surreal still. I mean, to walk off, winning the Walter Payton Man of the Year, and then winning a Super Bowl. 2 things that are, of the highest accolades you can have in my sport. It's been an unbelievable feeling and a wild couple months. I think that for my family and I, we couldn't be more grateful for the experience. And obviously it's been one heck of a journey. 16 years of doing this, playing in a lot of games, a lot of snaps.
Yeah, baby.
A lot of ups and downs, but that's living, and I think that's what got us here, and I think that we couldn't be more happy to be where we're at.
Another thing to be said about that list of names that we just dropped, all of those people love golf. Is golf low-key, high-key the secret to longevity and success in football?
I think for me personally, it has been. I mean, I would say, Roger, for me, it's one of those things that I kind of started after my 2nd or 3rd year in the NFL looking for something to do with my downtime, and I realized idle time was never going to be good for me. I couldn't keep myself out of being in places and doing things that I didn't want to do, and I was like, you know what are some ways that I can create some habits that fill up that idle time? And so I just started going to driving ranges, putting in some, AirPods and listening to my favorite hip hop list or R&B list or music list of whatever kind, and jamming some music and hitting golf balls.
Hey, tell me a couple people on that hip hop list though. What kind of people make it to the Whitworth
hey,
playlist?
look, I'm old, so I go all the way. I like the '90s hip hop. You gonna put me on a Pandora, Spotify, any of them lists? I'm going '90s hip hop all the way. We're going Tupac, Biggie, hitting some Jay-Z, all that good stuff.
See, I just knew we was gonna vibe.
I'm gonna hit some Do or Die on them.
Oh,
some
come
Bone
on,
Thugs,
baby.
you know what I mean? It's Poe Pimpin'. You can't.
Do you ride with me?
I mean, you put that on, and you roll down the windows. How you can't listen to Poe Pimpin' and have a good time, I don't really know.
Hey, no way. My boy Whit, you hit the ball, dog. And you say you just started after you got in the NFL?
Yeah, so this is about probably 13, 14 years now of me really playing consistently. I mean, obviously in college, like, you go to the driving range, be an idiot every now and then, once every 6 months or something. But actually playing golf and getting out and playing a lot really started probably my 2nd or 3rd year in the NFL.
That's crazy. And you hit it like this.
Well, I'm.
So I'm just saying.
A lot of driving range time, let's put it that way.
A lot of driving range time? All
yeah,
right.
That's what I did in the off seasons. Like I said, about extending my career. I would literally work out early in the mornings in the off season, just put in some headphones and I just sit on the range all morning long. I mean, that's what I would do.
So you would say golf extended your career?
No question. I think that there's a lot to be said about moving and crossing the X of your body and just keeping rotating and stretching and all that good stuff. And so I believe in it. I believe it's one of those things that's helped me have mobility and improve as an athlete, just learning that skill. Just like with little kids, right? We say all the time, these kids that specify one sport.
Yeah.
I think the ability to me play football, but then also learn how to control my body. Think about it, I'm 6'7", 340 pounds. Learn how to control myself, have balance, hit a shot, found the low point of a swing. You know, there's not much difference in when I'm playing left tackle and it's 3rd and 8 and I got to take a perfect set. I always used to say golf is the perfect game for an offensive lineman. We play 70 to 80 plays a game. I'm trying to hit 70, 80 perfect shots when I play golf. So that's the idea and the mentality I have when I play football as well.
I think that little rant he just went on might have single-handedly grew golf more than anything I've ever been a part of. Yo, play more golf, everybody.
Play more golf. Let's go. Come on,
but no,
man.
let's get back to this amazing career, though, dog. I mean, you done did everything: Super Bowls, Pro Bowls, you know, Man of the Year. That's, you know, huge. But like, what's your fondest, you know, memories, your fondest achievement as you look back over your career? The thing that, you know, you the most proud of, that you want people to remember you by?
I think for me, I think you look over your career. I think at points in your career, you always think of like, I want to get to that next contract. I want to be recognized as a great player, whether it be a Pro Bowl or an All-Pro or any of those things, or I want to win, you know, obviously number one. But I think really when I look back at it, I think of the times of adversity. Like I think of who you were when something went down with your team, how you stood there and represented you and the fellas, and maybe just sat beside one of your teammates and walk them through a tough time in their life or a tough time in our country, all the things that have gone on really throughout my career. I look at those moments and I hope that's what guys remember me for. Yeah. And I hope that I always keep in mind that that's really what mattered the most to me, is that lasts for a lifetime forever, because you make an investment in people that really, I mean, impacts their family and impacts who they are going forward.
So like really just, it's not even about the accolades and all of that, it's just about what you meant to people in these big moments throughout your career.
Yeah, I think that really when you look at it, the opportunity to be there for people and to make things about more than just you.
Yeah.
That really is like what the joy of life is. Like, you know, trophies and awards and all that are just little reminders that you've done well. But when you run into a guy that you see what I'm saying? But when you run into people that you're like for me, I know the last 5-6 years of my career, when I run into a young cat that's like, man, I've watched you since I was in 8th grade.
Yep.
And now I'm in the NFL with you. And I've always looked up to how you did things, and I wanted to be like you growing up, just like who you are as a man and those kind of things. Would you help me? Or like if I reach out, can you help me figure out taking those steps in my career? Like those kind of things to me, that's what I think about. That's like you've made an impact that's bigger than you.
It's like people will always forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel, right? I think Larry was telling us that, man.
100%. My grandma taught me that. That's how she was. She was somebody that the door's always open.
Right.
Everybody in the neighborhood's welcome and everybody around. So I think I grew up with that mentality.
So it's obvious that you're a very good person now, but do you got anything that you regret about your career, like any dirt you want to throw on yourself? You know, we're trying to get the ratings up for this show, so if you want to, you know, just self-deprecate for a little bit, we appreciate it.
Well, look, I always tell the young cats, when you play long enough, they think when they see you in that year 13, 14, you're a captain, that you got life all figured out, and oh man, he don't make any mistakes. And it's like, dude, when I was my first 2-3 years in the league, I was out chasing, I was out in the club, I was out being an idiot. You know, I think probably going in my second year in the NFL, I think I spent every cent I made when I got drafted and I owned nothing. And I was just honestly thinking and chasing what I thought being a man was, what I thought being cool was.
Yeah.
And none of it left me with anything.
Right.
And I think I finally figured out that applying myself to the game, working hard at my craft, I always say this word to the young guys, it's going to be greater later. And it's like, if I put in the time and the mentality, it's going to be greater later. And that's my mentality. I tell these young cats all the time, man, just keep grinding and it's going to be greater later for everybody.
That's crazy, man. But you know, with all due respect, you do seem like the type of dude that I would hit up to go party with. You know what I mean? At that time,
I like to have a good time.
Yeah, you look like you could get the crowd going.
I get the juice up, get a little energy going. You know what I mean? I turn it up a little bit.
You know, one of the things I'm most impressed about, you know, looking over your career is just the sheer endurance, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, I think
TB12 got he got his little method out talking about how he done last and doing all of this stuff. But bro, you did 16 years willingly running into 18-wheelers, bro. Like, tell me how you did that.
You know, I think for me, it's like much different, obviously, in the quarterback position.
Yeah.
It's a mixture of figuring out how to keep your body healthy. I think I came into the league as this really strong, probably overweight. I was probably almost 360 pounds when I was a rookie in the NFL.
What you at right now?
Probably 315 or so right now, maybe a little less. Yeah,
okay.
But yeah, I mean, I came in a little overweight, really strong, and probably not that mobile. And that's why I credit, honestly, the game of golf as well. But all the things I did, from yoga to golf, to just learn how to be more active and more mobile.
Right.
And really, for me, I would say the last half of my career, I was a better athlete than I was when I was 25 years old.
That's
and
crazy.
Really through just finding ways to really attack what I wasn't good at. And I tell young cats all the time, it doesn't matter if we're talking about the game of golf or any sport or anything you do really in life, like, you got your special traits.
Yeah.
But the really special ones, they work really hard on the things they're not good at.
Right.
And when they bring those things up closer to their special trait, that's what makes them elite of elite.
Right.
Because they have this special trait already.
Right.
And you could apply 20% of your time to that.
Right.
But if you apply the 80% to what you're not good at, all of a sudden you're going to reach a level you never thought you could.
That's like kind of a controversial opinion, right? A lot of people out here telling everybody to double down on their strengths and just, like, you know what I mean, be more singularly focused on what you're good at. But I've always believed, like, kind of, I share your sentiments that being well-rounded in all aspects of life is really the key to, like, success and happiness. Because it's just like you go in this, like, little silo of performance. It's just like, if that gets taken, if something weird happens and that one thing gets taken away, you are completely useless to everybody around you.
Yeah, I think you can singular maybe the focus of what you want to accomplish.
Right.
But I think when you talk about whether it's your ability to communicate,
right.
whether it's your ability to work hard, to focus, to really dedicate yourself to things, or maybe it's your ability to have uncomfortable conversations or be there in adversity. Like, if you can improve all those things, whatever focus you're in, you're going to be better. I can promise that.
So how you know it was time to hang it up?
Mama told me to. No, she, you know, here's the thing. The kids and Melissa, my wife, just, they enjoy it. They love the game of football like me. We're going to be involved one way or another going forward. But I think for all of us, it just got to a point where the wear and tear takes its toll.
Yeah.
And obviously in the last 2 years, I've had some pretty significant injuries that I was able to play through and get back on the field. And I think it just started to be, you know what, I started to realize my kids, it was less fun. They had kind of hit that age where no longer is it just dad plays NFL football and it's all exciting.
Right.
It's dad's on the football field, we pray he gets home safely, or like he walks in the house normal. You know what I mean? And I think that started to take its toll, and I think on my wife as well, just that pressure of that. And so I think I started to realize, you know what, it's all been awesome. It's been an amazing experience. I got other stuff I can do.
Yeah.
And it's time to challenge myself in a new way.
Cause you still look good, baby.
Yeah, I know.
You don't think that bug gonna come back in a little bit? Just be like, hey man, I can.
There's no question. When training camp comes around, it's gonna be. I might have to hide somewhere. I gotta go out of the country. I gotta do something because I'm gonna have that itch. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I love the game too much. I mean, I loved every aspect. Like, people go like, man, what part of the game's the best? Well, you know, winning's awesome. You know, touchdown drive's great. You know what's awesome? Even better than that? 3rd and 8 on the road on your own 10-yard line in Seattle. The crowd's roaring, they're screaming, they're telling you everything bad they could possibly say to you. And you're sitting there just looking around in that energy, and you're like, we about to go get this first down, and then we about to go score, and all you people gonna shut up. That feeling, I don't know how you could ever replicate it. I don't know how you could ever do that feeling over again. And so to me, that's what I'm gonna miss, is that moment.
Big Whitcoat, he going back to the league, man. He going back. He missing too much. I can tell by your energy you miss it. Hey man, but just for all my people out here, you know, just give us a little lesson. How do you do what you do, dog? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why were you so good at keeping people like myself? Because I consider myself an elite athlete, you know what I mean, in the golf space. How was you so good at stopping people like me?
World-class holder. I mean, that's all O-linemen do, right? We just hold people. I mean, DeMarcus Ware used to always say, he's like, man, it's like every time I go against you, it's like I can't get your arms off of me. And I'm like, hey, it's my job to not let you get to the quarterback. Whether they throw the flag or not, it's not my job. So I think for me, it's like, I always say this, they have to get to the quarterback, not me.
Right.
So being able to consistently take consistent sets, be in the right places, have the right balance and body work, that I know I'm prepared to take on each and every rusher and having a plan each and every week.
Right.
I think for me, that was like the key to always being one of the most elite pass protectors in the NFL throughout my career. And then obviously I was God-given a lot of traits, long arms, really strong, the ability to move my feet.
Right.
I think playing basketball at a young age helped me a ton. I always played hoops growing up, and really until I left for college when I stopped, and then I even played intramurally in college. So I think for me, like being able to move around and be a big guy obviously helped a ton, but it's that consistency. Finding a way, like I said, just like I mirror it to the game of golf. How do I take 70 plays and play with the best technique, the calmest demeanor, but at the same time play with a rage and an intensity that I'm finishing plays and setting the tone for my team, but I'm trying to have as many good plays as I can. Like, what is it? Can I have 65 out of 75 plays that I play at this elite level? And then the other 10, maybe they're not exactly what you want, but they're somewhere close. And that consistency range only improve over your season. I think that's the mentality I took every week and every year. And it's no different than this game.
Exactly.
You know what? You're going to hit bad shots, but can you consistently just come back and keep hitting good ones and get yourself back on track?
Big Will, I got to challenge you, dog. Like I just want to see if I could get by you real quick.
You want to get by me?
I just want to see, bro. Like, come on, drop the club real quick.
All right.
I just want to see what it's about, like for real.
Okay.
So look,
you ready?
I'm just what?
You over here because you're on the edge, right? You playing defensive end?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the advantage, right? So you got to get up the field and you got to get off the block, right?
Yeah.
So what I would do if you're rushing me, right? This hand is for you to look at, and as soon as you do that, this hand's
Hey,
there.
come
See what
on,
I'm
dog.
saying?
What you want?
So that was the toy hand, right? I'm giving you this one because I want you to take it. And then the second you take it, I'm swiping here and I'm hitting there and I'm hitting that hip and it's over.
All right, back to golf.
What I'm saying? You want to get back to golf?
Back to golf.
All right.
Sorry, my bad.
We good on that? You want to stick to golf now?
Might be able to press charges after that. Y'all got that on. Golly, dog.
That was voluntary. We got it on film. You asked for it.
But no, so tell me more about, like, let's go a little bit deeper into like when golf like first came into your life. And I mean, you've been playing golf for a long time though, right? Like this is back when you was a kid. When did you first get introduced to golf?
I think for me, like my dad had clubs in the garage. He never played. I guess he probably played, younger in his age before he had me, and he was busy taking care of a kid. But I would swing those around every now and then, but I never truly got out and probably played on a golf course until high school.
Okay. With
some buddies. Once a summer or something, we'd go out just for something to do when you're bored and you're done swimming all day or something.
Exactly.
Or running around the basketball court. So I think after that, college was just hitting the LSU driving range every now and then. And when I got in the NFL is when I really got the bug and just said, this is something I want to be really good at it and I'm going to put in the time and the work.
So now as we look at what golf was, even when you first started playing and taking it more serious, and we look at how the game is changing and growing now, like how you feel about seeing all of these new faces, these new initiatives, these new brands coming into the game of golf? How does that make you feel as far as the golf landscape?
I love it because I want everything that involves the game of golf growing the way it should.
Yeah.
And I think for too long, the game of golf kind of stayed still a little bit and there wasn't new faces, new brands, new people getting involved and more inclusivity, like just having more people involved in the game in general from all walks of life. Because I think if you really look at it in an NFL locker room, you've got guys from everywhere. They've got all different backgrounds, skin colors, economic backgrounds, places they came from, countries now. We're bringing people in these programs that we're starting where we're bringing people from other countries here that want to get off in the game and find that way to get involved in the game of American football. Well, the game of golf needs to be the same way. We got to have everybody from everywhere, every walk of life, having that opportunity to play this game. How do we get it in front of them? How do we grow the game? And I think that's by brands, I think that's by opportunities, and we got to find ways to create them. So I love seeing all the different ways the game of golf is growing.
Right, and then as far as your life, post football goes, how do you see golf fitting into, everything that you do going forward?
I think for me, it's going to be finding more ways that I obviously love the game, but I think no different than when I'm playing football and I go to a youth football camp. You're trying to inspire people to appreciate the game the way you do, and 100%. I want to find more ways to inspire people to appreciate the game of golf the same way I do. And maybe it looks different for them, like how much they get to play or how involved they are, but I want them to have that opportunity to see if it's something they'd be interested in doing and can be a part of their life, because I think it's such a great way to stay active,
Right.
to stay really just learning something new. I think that's just a good quality for anybody in any walk of life.
So golf is gonna be about you giving back. Like you're gonna just keep figuring out ways to give back, which is kind of like the theme of your whole life at this juncture, right? Just finding new ways to give back.
Yeah, I think for me, I mean, the game of football has given me so much. I've got so many opportunities through it that I would be embarrassed if I didn't take opportunities to give some of that back and to pay it forward to the next person in front of me. I always thought growing up, like, man, I wish some of the things I knew somebody had told me, or the experience I was about to have, or if I made this decision, I just wish there was somebody that would have given me like a little heads up. You do this, like this is a repercussion, or this is something this is the line you're walking down. You need to know what's next. And so I think for me, it's like now that I've had this opportunity, I've had things work out for me, I've had this amazing experience in this sport, what are some ways that I can pay it forward to that next person behind me
100%.
and maybe give them a little heads up of something that's coming down their line, and just so they're more prepared and have a better opportunity to be successful.
As I spend more time with you, it just make more and more sense that, you are so deserving of that Walter Payton Man of the Year award, dog. Like everything that you about, everything you represent, and it shows online too, you know what I mean? Just, I know this is our first time really linking up, but just spending this time with you, the ways that you are going to impact the world post-career is like, I'm so excited to watch all of that stuff. But as we sit back and think about, with the Walter Payton Award, you did get, some grant money. You are going to be able to do some things out in the community and things like that. What are projects that you're going to be working on to change the city and kind of, change sports in general?
I think for me, really, it's, living in LA, having an opportunity to win a Super Bowl championship as a Los Angeles Ram has created some really cool opportunities for us. And I think I'm really excited to have that opportunity in this community. And that's really what my focus is how can I make a difference in this community? What are some different ways we can get involved with improving LA, improving a lot of the issues that you really look at exist in Los Angeles and are unique to it in some ways, is that you really look at, your food insecurities here, home insecurities here are really probably their number one and two needs. And so how can we do things to attack that? How can I create opportunities to give back a little bit in the communities that I think deserve it and need a little help and need a little boost? And I think one of those things that we're going to try to do is build some football fields and create some opportunities for people that necessarily not just for football, but just to get out and be active and have in their communities, because I think everyone having opportunity is really the key to me, and I want to create those opportunities best I can.
But man, you obviously been doing a lot for a lot of different people, and I've benefited directly from a lot of the support you've shown, man. The ways that you looked out for us at Trap Golf, shown love. I'm newer to the golf landscape and trying to be a part of things that grow the game the right way. That's like very near and dear to my heart, which is why I got involved with Trap Golf. But to have people like you support that, I mean, it means the world to us, you know what I mean? And I just wanted to say, while we got all of these expensive cameras out here, thank you so much for all of that love that you're showing. But like, with support like that, what does that mean to you? Like, what puts that on your heart to support us like that and other people like that?
Well, I think really just like we've talked about, trying to figure out ways that you grow the game of golf, but also try to include more and more brands and more opportunities for people to get involved. You look at, the NFL model, one of the top sports in the world, and how much money it generates. Look how many brands and networks and everything, they're all involved in that. And so if we can find more ways to help people along that step of getting in the door and getting that opportunity and getting to show that they're a quality product and they have an opportunity to make a difference in the game of golf and include more people.
Right.
That not everybody looks the same and comes from the same zip code. We're including more people in the game of golf. To me, that's the number one thing. Is no different than any business I'm trying to do. The more people I get to walk in the door, more customers I get, the more success we have and the more opportunities for success we have. And so Trap Golf obviously was really cool. I kind of stumbled upon it because of I have a really good relationship with Sam Burns, who's on tour, and I was following him and saw him post a picture about it and kind of talk about how he loved the stuff. And so I was like, man, hold on, what's this? So, big guy, you're always looking for new apparel, new stuff that makes you, feel good about yourself. So I went online, found Trap Golf, and started doing my history and kind of learning a little bit about it and where it came from. And I think for me, it just was like, oh man, here's an opportunity to do exactly what I love to do, and that's support somebody who's new in the game, trying to grow a brand, and include more people in this game that I love. So I thought it was a win-win.
Big Whit, I can't thank you enough for that. So before we go, I'm a gambling man, so I got to gamble with you a little bit. I obviously ain't got nothing for you on the football side.
You want to do another pass rush?
No.
Okay.
I'm not letting you put your hands on me like that no more, dog.
Okay.
But look, so I'm gonna let you pick the game. You obviously got your club there, whatever you want. But winner, if I win, we got to do a Big Whit Trap Golf collab.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Okay.
That's what I want more than anything.
All right.
If you win, what you want?
You know what? I just want some Trap Golf gear. How about that?
Come on, man.
Call it even?
This is a win-win situation, dog.
Win-win. I like win-wins. That's what I like
to
create.
This is a win-win situation. All right, what we doing right now? What club you got, first of all?
I got a 7-iron.
You got 7-iron? All right, so where we going? Where we going?
You know, I think every now and then you got to learn how to baby a club a little bit. And even though it might be enough, a little too much for me, I'm going to go the back flag back here on this green right here.
This back flag right here?
Yeah, we're going to see if I can get me one there.
You know how far it is?
I don't.
Good.
But you got to just go with feel, and I'm going to try and feel one out and hit one close. Why not? Oh, that ain't close. I left it open for you.
I just want y'all to know how charitable this man is, that he
That was really
ahead,
kind.
That he would go ahead and hit a shot like that with all of these stakes on the line. With my whole livelihood on the line, Big Whit just laid down for me. Because I know he ain't did that for nobody his whole career. You know
That's
what I mean?
the
truth. Let me go ahead and baby one in there. Big Whit, I don't know if that's much better, dog.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, no. Okay, round two.
Nobody's on it.
Round two.
All right, round two.
We needed to warm up just to calibrate.
Yeah, we were just warming up. Oh, boy.
No, we got
There it was.
No,
we're doing that one again.
No, my boy gonna work his magic. Round two. We need to calibrate. Round two.
Calibrate. I'm not doing that again. I promise that much. All right. Nope, I did it again. I don't respond in pressure. What's going on, guys? What are y'all doing to me right now?
Round two.
How many did y'all just watch me hit good? And now I got pressure on me. Falling under pressure. How is that possible? All right. Round two, here we go.
Round two, here we go, dog.
Can you hit a good shot?
That's a good ball strike right there.
Get down.
That's deep though.
Oh, oh, we held. We held, back of the green. You got to hit the green, baby.
But not only is that on the back of the green, that's like 15 feet, dog. That's like a quality golf shot. Hold on, I can't lose twice. Lose twice in one day, Callaway might fire me. Oh my Lord Jesus.
Oh no.
Big Whit, I ain't no begging, man, but if you could just find it in your heart to just.
Round three?
Yeah,
Okay.
Come on.
We'll go best out of three.
Come on, dog. If you could just find it in your heart.
Best out of three it is.
All right, last one, dog, please.
All right.
These people back here on this camera judging me.
Deal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
My boy done left the door open.
Left the door open. Missed it left.
This the one right here. Oh, you shouldn't have did that. Big Whit done fell for the possum play. Oh, yes.
I think he did it.
Oh, yes.
I think that only means one thing. Oh, no. 0 for 3. Oh,
Well,
boy.
this is when I just come to you as a man and just ask if we could still figure out a way to do that collab, because I know you would.
I'll tell you what, we'll still do the collab. I think it's a win-win. Let's just do the collab instead of me getting gear and everybody wins.
Big Whit, thank you for the time today,
I
baby.
appreciate y'all.
I appreciate you, man. I like them shoes too, baby.
Hey, appreciate it, man. You know, they don't make 17 golf shoes, so you gotta jazz it up, you know, for the big fella.
Yeah, you jazzy. You know, I'm gonna put in a special request, make sure they get some 17s running though, you know.
Yeah,
for
let's
my
go.
boy.
Let's get it going.
All right. So what? I lost to a legend. It's worse things. Did it have anything to do with me being assaulted? Perhaps. You know, or is this a sign that not enough people are taking me to play golf? You decide, or just invite me more places. The key takeaways here, golf is the key to success, longevity, and winning Super Bowls on your way out the NFL. All my football homies, you want to win more Super Bowls, go play you some more golf holes. We calling it the Whit method. But what else is there to say? Whitworth is as nice on the field as he is off the field, and the games of football and golf will never be the same now that he's touched them. And after that little squabble we had, neither will I be. Big Whit, that was very, very traumatizing for me.